Hey all, here are OS Reviews. Today we're taking a quick look at the Oclean X Pro Elite. This is a smart toothbrush as a part of the growing number of just smart home products that we've been seeing lately, and it sells for around $70, so relatively affordable I'd say compared to other electric toothbrushes from bigger brands like Oral-B, for example. And what makes it smart is it has a companion app that you can connect to on your smartphone via iOS or Android using Bluetooth, and that can display and save more data, and it claims to last for up to a month, 35 days before you need to recharge it again, claims to also be quiet at under 45 decibels, and even offers Qi wireless charging. So it comes with a included charging dock, yes, but you can also use it with any standard Qi charger. So if you have one already for a smartphone, for example, you can pop this onto the top of, say, a MagSafe charger for your iPhone, and it will also charge this toothbrush. So getting more universal compatibility is always a good thing. The brush itself seems to have won a Good Design Award from earlier in the year. It does look pretty modern and simple. Now, benefits of having this companion app is it means that the toothbrush can even receive OS upgrades, which is crazy, but yeah, if in the future they decide they want to add another mode that works better based on research, they can push that over and the toothbrush will receive it. We have this internal box that has, on the first side, a quick user guide that you can use to download the companion app using this QR code, the charging dock, which again, by default, looks like this. So there is kind of a holder that you can use to pop in the toothbrush that can actually be peeled off. And that's because underneath, this is in fact just a standard Qi charging pad. So if you put your smartphone that has Qi charging, let's say an iPhone on top of this, it will also charge your phone. There's also that magnetic adapter that you can use to pop this onto a mirror or wall using 3M tape, and then the toothbrush, which is magnetic, will just stick onto the side like that. And then finally under high, we have just the toothbrush itself. So the X Pro Elite is a pretty slim toothbrush that is quite compact and easy to grip and hold, and the texture is also interesting. It's been treated so that the polycarbonate plastic reminds me of the sandstone texture that you find on, let's say, a OnePlus One. There's a sticker here that tells you how to interact with the touchscreen, and there's also a button on the bottom there that we can press on to kind of wake it up, although it does seem to be a LCD IPS display as opposed to, say, AMOLED, but again, for a toothbrush, that really is perfectly fine. There is a cap protector for the toothbrush. You get only one brush out of the box. It looks like this, pretty standard, but you do have to, again, replace these after, let's say, a few months of usage, just like other electric toothbrushes, and then just pop them back in again like that. Almost like something that Xiaomi or, again, Philips would probably make. You can see the percentage of battery remaining as well as the current selection for the intensity of the brush, although one thing that you don't get on here would be a time and date. Now, under the first section here, which is mode, I can tap on here to go into a clean mode. There's also a sensitive mode, a massage mode, and a whitening mode, and it just loops back again. The intensity, so again right now at 18, but I can also increase it or decrease it. It also uses the haptic vibrations of the motor to give you confirmation whenever you're pressing on something. Duration of your brush can also be customized, so if you want to brush your teeth for 2 minutes, or if you want to slightly extend the time, you can also try doing that. You can tap on the center button here from the main home screen, and that will begin the brushing session, and again, it just begins almost immediately. We can also see a countdown timer here for seconds remaining out of the 2-minute session that we have started, and after it's reached about a quarter point of the session, so about 30 seconds, it will stop and tell you to switch to the other side of your mouth, pressing too hard or too light, so some of those additional data points can only be accessed from your companion app. But right now it's telling us that we have completed the toothbrushing for the top 2 zones of our teeth. So speaking of, here is the companion app, claims to offer intelligent data analysis. We can tap on the top bar here basically to add a toothbrush. So let's try and add now, and I'm going to allow it to turn on Bluetooth as well as location services to try and find the brush. We're going to turn it on over here, and after a few seconds it's going to start to search for nearby Bluetooth devices. And as part of pairing, you will also be asked to enter kind of your teeth status, whether you have braces, for example, or if you have kind of a current condition, you can also enter that, so it will adjust and keep those data points into account once you are brushing your teeth, and also your preference in terms of what you drink and your lifestyle. Afterwards, it will recommend that, again, right now, for us to start off in the newbie whitening mode that is recommended for us with mild force applied. So again, depending on what you set up with your profile, it will recommend a different customized mode just for you, which is pretty interesting. So we can just try it later. For now, let's just start off with the regular mode. And once we are set up, if I begin to clean my teeth, and it will start to kind of brush here. Literally, we just brushed our teeth for 3 seconds, and that's telling us that our duration is really small, and that's why our score is only 1 at the moment, and the effect is pretty much 0% poor because it hasn't really gotten enough sufficient time. And it will also tell you things like pressure, how far you are pressing, if it's too high or too low. That will also impact the score, as well as the coverage area of your teeth, which it calculates using the built-in 6-axis accelerometer. Have you reached all of these different areas? It will also tell you that and account for those things as part of the daily score. And otherwise, you can also take a look at your report, how many days you've been using the toothbrush, and the total duration, and how often you should replace the brush head after it's reached a certain threshold. You can also revisit to take a closer look at all of this data. So it's presented in a pretty attractive interface, I have to say. Other things you can even change include adding other toothbrushes for, let's say, family members, or even changing the background wallpaper. So this is kind of just a cute visual touch to make it look a little cleaner on the background. Now, things we can see here under plans is the ability to also switch between some of the included plans at a click. So this includes things like standard cleaning, strong whitening, sensitive cleaning, gentle, so on and so forth. Brush, spa, they can also be customized gum and braces. These are all options that you have, and if you want to click on one, it will also break it down into the different steps and play back some of these visualizations when you are viewing them back. So for example, in the regular cleaning mode, it will just partition your teeth into this 4 quadrants and tell you that after 30 seconds to switch into the different spots, as you can see there. You can even create your own cleaning modes if you prefer to have that granularity, like saying, for the first step, I want to clean for X duration of time at whatever duration, and then I can add up to 6 more steps to clean other areas of my teeth for different intensities even. If I want to brush harder on the left side of my mouth versus the right side for some reason, that's something that you can do. So that's more or less it as far as our hands-on quick look at a pretty nice modern toothbrush if you care about having some additional data metrics to review later on. And even if you're just using it as a regular electric toothbrush, it's built pretty well, has very long battery life between charges, which is great, and as a whole it's a pretty clean and attractive design, I have to say. So you can check out more details if you're interested in the links down below. For now, that's been our video. Thanks for watching here at OS Reviews.